It's that lazy eye of yours. I'm amazed that you can paint it out. I'm just amazed what you can do with makeup. Yeah, because, woo! Cry goes right down her back. You should see it. Right down her back. It's so weird.
I never liked you.
No.
Hey, miss him, he's naked. Are you okay, Jorge?
I don't think I missed Jorge.
I just told him that I wasn't going to give him a wardrobe budget. Now this is what he's wearing.
It looks awfully cold.
Oh, hey! Oh. I need to know Jorge's business, although if you'd like pictures of it, you can send me $30.
You can use them as a thermometer.
Yes, you can. Welcome to the Fingerdoo Review. I am Wilma Fingerdoo, back from the brink of death, obscurity, boredom, hot, humid days, and maybe a wildfire in my tundra.
Is that all that happened? It got humid and you just sat down?
Yeah, and stuff. Yeah, stuff occurred.
Details.
But I am back, and I am here with my legitimate drag daughter. I have some illegitimate ones out here, but this was legitimate. Wilhelmina Boxfarts.
Hi.
Back once again to be the fabulous diva of inspiration that she is. And before we get started to do anything, of course, there's a reason Jorge's standing in the corner naked. Jorge, drink me! Oh, look at this. Ooh, it's a pink. What is it? It's a pink slap. It's a pink slap. It's made with lemonade and champagne.
Pink slap?
Cheers.
Oh, cheers to slapper.
Cheers. More like a pinch.
It's a little bit of
a purple nurple.
A purple nurple.
A love nurple.
A love nurple. A little bit of a... Yeah.
A noogie. A love noogie.
Is there such a thing as a love noogie?
I'm sure there's a site.
No one's ever given me a noogie and I've been like, I love
Has
that.
No one ever given you a...
Not one that I requested, welcomed, or wanted to continue.
Oh, bless you. You've lived a very, very... No one's given you a noogie ever.
No, I've been given noogies.
But you had older sisters. You didn't have an older brother.
No, but that's why I know that noogies are never given with love. Noogies.
Your sisters hated you.
It's true.
It's true. Well, welcome everybody. I am back. I want to thank you all out loud and to your faces for any support and love that you gave the Fingerdoo Review while I was in the hospital. I am now a newly released among the living type 2 diabetes person with swollen legs and bad balance. So I am trying to pull myself back from there. And I couldn't do that any better or with more grace than without the help of people like this one here.
Jorge?
This one here. This one
here.
Give
you Jorge credit?
No, you.
Oh, me. I was very helpful.
Very, very helpful. Jorge helped me get to the hospital, and then Wilhelmina came to my apartment to see what was wrong with it, and threw it all out.
Everything was wrong with it. I checked out everything.
She threw out everything. There was nothing here when I got back.
This is all just green screen. None of this is still here.
Just memories, pictures. We downloaded pictures. No good. But before I went into the hospital, this is a true story, by the way.
For once, you're telling the truth?
I called Jorge to say, I need to go to the hospital. And he said, okay, I can be there in half an hour. Call the ambulance. And I said, oh, could we wait maybe for an hour? Because I'm almost done editing my review of Drag Race All-Stars Season 8, Episode 2. And I said to Jorge, I know how silly this sounds. I absolutely do. But it would drive me crazy being in the hospital for I could be there an hour, I could be there for a day. I ended up being there a month. I've been there a whole month with an fully edited, ready to just click this button video. I would have gone crazy.
I know, but if you died because you'd spent that extra hour releasing that final episode,
I'm okay with that legacy.
Season 2, is that going to be your legacy?
I'm okay with that legacy.
It could be worse. I have to re-edit it and be like the final.
They could have found me in my Eton shirt with a bunch of crumbs at my feet. That could have been the other way.
Crumbs at my feet. Oh, we can't afford it. Anyway.
Don't sing that.
Don't sing that.
So thank you officially for all your help and your love and support.
There's still a pin in your hair.
Oh my God, I do. I'm trying to set.
It's still there.
Is it this one?
It is that one.
I'm trying to set these curls, and
if I didn't have nails on, I'd be able to take them out. But
there we go.
I put these on 2 hours ago. I haven't been able to do a single thing.
She's been helpless ever since.
All I've been doing is poking myself in the eye. I don't understand how people deal with these.
But I want to send a shout out to Aunt B. Look at how beautiful
They're
her sparkly nails are.
I guess the aim is you're so pretty. Like, I can't do anything.
When you're this pretty, you don't have to do anything. Yeah, except that you were pretty with me, and I'm not impressed by your beauty.
Intimidated by my beauty? I think that's the word you're going for.
I don't think I was.
Intimidated.
So, what Wilhelmina and I thought we would do, because we were going to do like a review of All Stars 8 up until like the Fame Games episode and then the finale. But then Pride happened and you and your boyfriend got sick over Pride summer colds like idiots.
Idiots.
And then the following week you had to put your dog down.
Oh, then my dog died. I forgot about that.
You put your... Oh, I'm sorry to raise up such a memory.
Oh, I forget. I mean, I murdered her myself. You'd think that would stick in your mind.
Yeah, but, you know, you do so many.
I do. That one felt different.
And then last week we were supposed to film the full finale and season 8 of All Stars recap. Sick again. Twice Jesus hated you.
Jesus hated me.
Yeah, so...
that was a quick and dirty.
Twice you had a summer cold, and I don't know what to say.
And twice it was the giant that brought it.
Yeah,
I'm usually the bearer of viruses, but he's like,
no, it was him. Yeah,
he got tired of being left out.
That's what you get for living in a corporate world, I suppose. So what we thought we would do is we'd rehash season 8 because I haven't done it officially, and I thought I didn't want to leave you all hanging. I didn't want to.
She's got opinions.
Yeah. So season 8 as a whole, yay or nay?
As a whole, yay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yay.
I enjoyed it. I was entertained. There was some entertainment for sure.
I definitely have the thing I have with every All-Stars season where the All-Stars come in and I say, who is that? I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember them. Yeah.
Who's that one?
So who didn't you remember? Was there a couple?
I barely remember Jessica Wilde.
Oh, is that right?
I barely remembered her.
Well, you're very young.
I mean, it was season 2. I barely remembered her. Kahana, I did not. I barely remembered.
And
Monica
that's a
Beverly
blessing.
Hills,
And that's
I barely
a blessing.
remembered, and apparently I didn't need to remember her because, well, gone in half a second.
Bless her. Bless Monica.
Bless her little cotton socks.
Yeah.
Darian Lake, I remembered. I was like, oh yeah, I remember you. Alexis Michelle, I got the same thing. I remember you. It was kind of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. I'm not a big fan of Alexis Michelle. No
what?
Offense. She looked gorgeous this season.
Gorgeous.
Though. Oh my God. Every time she hit that runway, it was art.
Stunning. And then she would ruin it all by speaking and crying and just being herself.
And making it all about her.
And I didn't even watch any of the Untucked. And
well, she's
even I was
day one in Untucked. Now, keep in mind, I no longer watch Untucked because you can't get it in Canada. So I don't cover Untucked usually, but at that time I was able to watch it. And Untucked at that time, Alexis Michelle, there was poor Monica Beverly Hills up for elimination and Darian Lake up for elimination. Neither of them were happy about it. And then Alexis Michelle, out of the blue, without warning, starts crying. And not like I lost my aunt crying, like my great aunt or my favorite. Maybe I don't know if it was grandma crying. It could have been grandma crying. It wasn't mother crying.
Is that a very specific kind of crying? Like
well,
you lost your great aunt?
Yeah, but like
so
not your grandmother where you would be devastated, but your great aunt who was great. The great was in the title.
Great aunt. Okay. Aunt.
Anyway, she just started having this huge and everyone. Monica was like in the middle of bemoaning, and she's like,
"It's a lot of emotion for Save."
Really, that's a lot of emotion for Save. Yeah. So I think she painted a picture very clearly of what she was going to be like because that happened 3 times. She just started crying for no reason whatsoever.
Theater girls,
when Heidi
marshmallows
left,
for hearts.
When Heidi left, she made it all about her again. And then when she couldn't get the part she wanted because Candy was being Candy, she cried. And good for Candy. Candy's like, oh, I'm not fun. No, I'm not taking it. Screw it.
You know, sometimes it's fun to make people cry. And some people just like to cry. I went to school. I don't feel anything. I'm numb from here down. I took some pills I found on the floor. I wasn't sure if I should have.
Were they over there or over there?
I don't know. I just...
Because over there, don't eat those pills.
Oh, okay.
Those are for the mice.
Oh. Your mice like to party.
Oh, they're hardcore. Now, there were people that were on the cast that you had no idea about. Were there anybody on the cast that you were excited to see?
I was ecstatic to see Jimbo again.
Oh, yeah.
I love my weird little Jimbo. I fell in love with Jimbo during Canada's Drag Race.
Who did a little more?
I understand.
You look like you're hanging on the
I'm hanging off the edge. There we go. Yeah, I fell in love with Jimbo Canada's Drag Race because she's a weirdo, and I love a weirdo. Yeah. And then she kind of glammed it up for UK versus the world, Canada versus... Canada?
UK versus the world.
UK had. And then, yeah, I understood. And again, I understood why people don't like Jimbo. But then she did the baloney ghost, and I'm like... And as soon as I realized what was happening, I was like, oh, you're just a big clown.
Yeah.
Full in on Team Jimbo. Thrilled to see Jimbo back.
Yeah.
Love Jimbo.
I remember when she made her entrance on Canada's Drag Race in that black and white outfit. I loved it. Because it was very retro. It was very like 1920s mouse drawn cartoon, you know. And a lot of people were really thrown by it. They didn't get it. And I really enjoyed her until that snatch game on Canada's Drag Race that she won. And when she won that, she seemed to kind of get a little like, you know, I'm really good at this type of thing.
Get the full of myself at it.
And then she and Rita Baga had a bit of a slap down.
Yeah.
And then on UK versus the World, when Pangina kicked her out, she was apparently quite problematic.
Yeah.
I heard. But I'll tell you.
Rumors.
I was not a fan of Jimbo coming into this because of those things. I was like, oh, you know, she's going to be trouble.
I separated the art from the artist.
Oh my God, she was so good. She turned my opinion of her around. Like, she's one of the few. Roxy Andrews and her. And I have to say, Jimbo was gracious, incredibly talented.
Well-spoken, charming.
Fair.
I think she learned from a lot of queens. I mean, you can't control the edit. You could be the nicest person in the world, and you could say 3 rude things a day, and they're just going to edit them all together and make you look like a horrible human being. I mean, Wilma does her own editing, but if I got my hands on that little editing wheel or machine or whatever that cute little thing you do, I can make you look like a monster. Just a monster. If I just followed you around in your daily life. Just a horrible, horrible woman. But, I mean, you edit it yourself, so you know what's going on. But Jimbo watched her edit, kind of made some adjustments, didn't come across as fake or false, but just was kind of like, I think I need to be just a tad more gracious in certain times. Certainly when you know that camera's right there.
You know, I think it comes down to her age. She's not the youngest person there, and I think she's learned a few life lessons that when they crop up again, she takes the hint. Some of the other queens, their egos get in the way, and it's a shame. It's too bad. But I was super impressed to see Jimbo. I was so excited to see Heidi. I love Heidi.
I love a little Heidi. I was very excited to see Heidi.
And geez, did she let me down.
That's very disappointing.
Huge disappointment. Like, right out of the gate, she seemed to be a pill. Now, I remember hearing that there was some whining from a lot of people episode 1. Apparently James whined that she wasn't happy with how things were going. And there were a couple of people.
It's not your show.
But James, her, I think Kahana may have said something then too.
Did they feel the judging was unfair?
I don't know what it was. I don't know. And I really try not to get caught up in the
I don't really pay attention.
Gossip. I don't care.
I don't follow any. Well, I do follow them online, but I don't pay attention to anything. I don't judge anything except for the show.
Yeah, I'll watch a video on YouTube or I'll read something every once in a while, but I don't look for it. I'm not prescribed to anything.
I don't want to know what's going on backstage.
No.
I don't want to see how the sausage is made.
No.
I didn't even order this sausage.
I don't even want to see the factory. I just know that the sausage is here and it's delicious when I cook it.
I don't even want to smell the sausage factory driving by.
Just even like hearing sausage factory.
Serve me the sausage. Well, that's because they used to call you sausage factory in kindergarten. I just thought that was so mean of them, and at the same time, really hilarious. But also mean. Which is why it was funny. It's that side-eye camera.
No, I put it away. I knew you would be trouble. I didn't bring it. Yeah, no, we don't have a side-eye camera. Not for you.
Why have I been exercising my eyes like this all the time? Mm-hmm.
You know, speaking of people who quit,
what?
When Kahana wanted to quit, I felt that it was more of a no one's paying attention to me thing than I'm upset and I need to leave.
That one felt weird. It was just like, oh, another acting challenge that I'm not good at. What a surprise that there's another acting challenge. It's like, did you not know what show you were going on, girl?
Well, good thing you spent all that money on your bum because it's really helping you with the acting. But I love that Rue came in on that one episode and kind of
necessary.
Read them all the right act without being mean about it. Like I thought she was very friendly and cordial still, but she said some true things.
Yeah, she wasn't too paternalistic. No. Like you're gonna regret it, but a lot of you like
because at the end of the day, she doesn't care. Walk out, go home.
No, she's not going to remember your name in 2 years.
She can get 3 drag queens to replace you in 2 seconds.
She's fine. She's just making a TV show. We're just making a TV show. That's all that's going on.
Lemon's just sitting there by the phone.
Lemon's just sitting there. Lemon's not busy.
She's ready.
Is Lemon busy?
She's ready.
I hope Lemon's busy.
I love Lemon.
Oh, Lemon. Yeah, I was very disappointed when Heidi went home. And I understand that these things are stressful and, maybe it's tough on your mental health, but this is your 2nd season. You know where the lay of the land is. I understand the pressure might be a little higher because it's All-Stars, but come on. Yeah. Come on. Just because things are hard.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you can't stick it out.
What do we think about Alexis Michelle in general this season? She did well on the runway, but she really gave Lala Ria a slap in the mushmaker.
Oh, I'll never send you home. I understand. I love you like a sister. I'll never send you home and never do.
And then she's, well, I never said. It's like, well, you did.
You did. I just get the feeling from Alexis that she's a bit of a people pleaser.
Well, it seemed to me like she was trying to make alliances with everybody because she was just afraid of getting kicked out.
I think she was just afraid to say no to people and tell the truth. Unlike Candy, who's quite happy to tell you the truth. I think Alexis is just
she's not afraid of you.
A bit of a people pleaser. She doesn't want to make anyone feel bad, so she just tells them what they want to hear. And then those things end up being lies.
Lies and conjecture.
That's what happens. If you tell someone what you want to hear, and then...
No, tell somebody the truth, even if they don't want to hear it. They'll respect you, but you lie to them. And
yeah, they're not going to like it, but eventually they'll respect you for it. But, they'll think you're mean for a couple of days, but then they'll be like, you know what, she was right.
Yeah, it's so true.
Every single time. You get so mad at me, and then you're like, I was right. So mad.
I don't really think about you.
What do you do all day?
I'm very busy and famous.
Not thinking about me? I can't even imagine how you'd fill your day. That's all I do all day.
It shows.
It's a full day. There's a lot to think about. How smart I am, how pretty I am, how talented I am, how pale I am, how hairless my body is. It's very confusing. I go all around. I've got ADHD, but I'm still very, very confident. Which is why I put all this stuff on. This is a sign of the face of a woman with confidence.
Only a confident person can put all that makeup on.
Only a confident woman would feel the need to put all of this on. Yeah.
You look good, by the way.
Thank you.
You look very, very. I know. So
12 hours.
What else? What to do your face?
No, just to get my eyelashes on.
Oh.
God, the face I started yesterday. I slept in this. That's why it looks a little
creasy.
It's fine, creasy.
Do you think?
No.
That the Fame game was their way of kind of taking control of Miss Congeniality, or do you think that it was World of Wonder trying to spin another way to make some money on things that were happening on the internet anyway? Because most queens it became a trend when they got kicked off to post pictures of their runway looks for each category.
I think it was the latter. Yeah. I think it was get a little bit of that cash.
Ka-ching.
I really did not. I must confess, I did not pay attention to the Fame Games.
No.
I couldn't decide if she was being gracious or if she was just being a wise businesswoman when Heidi was like, out of respect, I'm not going to be posting my stuff on Instagram, but you can give me $5 a Patreon so you can see all my stuff. And part of me was like, good for you, and the other part of me was like,
I feel like maybe half of it was that they said, well, we're not going to put you in the Fame Games. So she got ahead of it.
I'm going to make some money off it anyways. Good for you, girl.
Go on, Heidi.
Go on, Heidi. You get your money.
Yeah. Ka-ching, mama.
Ka-ching, mama.
But yeah, the Fame Games in general, like, at the end when they did that runway, like, I assumed that people were voting on these pictures through the course of the show. And then when they spun the wheel, they would multiply whatever votes they had. Mm-hmm. And then they said, okay, now vote. It's like, there's another vote?
So there's more voting?
I don't understand it.
It felt a bit like a Miss Congeniality popularity contest, kind of just, I don't know.
And
I don't know how I feel about the public voting.
The multiplication of the winners, whether it was twice, 3 times, 5 times, whatever amount,
it
just guaranteed that 2 people are going to be ahead of the pack. Like, I wasn't surprised Lala won it 3 times her.
No, because I imagine Lala...
She'd have to get no votes to have 3 times no win.
I imagine Lala was kind of popular in years. I don't have a good handle on who the... I want to see the votes before they do that episode.
Yeah.
I want to kind of have some insight. Like, did that make a big difference?
I don't know. It just seemed... It seemed like a good idea that nobody thought about for very long. Like, it wasn't executed very well. So
it was fine. It was nice seeing all the queens back. Yeah. It was nice seeing them all do a little something again.
I heard that the next one, or at least the World All-Star, I think that's the next level, World All-Star, that they're not going to have eliminations.
I like that.
I do too.
I really like that on the All-Star seasons. I just felt like everyone just got to focus on performing to the best of their ability and just having fun and just enjoying it and just get points along the way, and we'll figure it out as we go.
What was your favorite challenge of All Stars 8?
There were some fun ones. There were some good rusicals. I enjoyed
the Joan Crawford one was fabulous.
The Joan Crawford one was great, and
everyone had a good time, and I think it was hard for them to pick people that were bad.
There's a part of me that's like, I understand that these are Ruth references, but RuPaul's a 96-year-old woman, and maybe it's time to understand that not all of these things are classics for all of the gays. I wonder how much connection
Sorry, no.
I just wonder how much connection all the younger gays have to a lot of this stuff. Like, I want to know what are the teens and the 20-somethings thinking about this?
Yeah. Do they even know who Joan Crawford is?
I'm sure they know who Joan Crawford is, but how much of
but if your only reference to Joan Crawford is Mommy Dearest,
or
then do you really know who she is? Yeah.
Because most of my references to Joan Crawford for the longest time were other people's references to Joan Crawford.
Well, mine was Carol Burnett doing Mildred Pierce. Yeah. But I don't know. I
like that.
I love this was one of those snatch games where I think we have an all-star win with Jimbo as Shirley Temple. I think it's right up there between Jimbo as Shirley Temple and Jujubee as Eartha Kitt. Those, and then still in there, I think Alaska as Mae West.
Because I will say, Snatch Game of Love is not my favorite Snatch Game format.
No, I don't like the format.
But I quite enjoyed it this year. I thought Jimbo was just ridiculous. Anytime when Jimbo made Candy Break, because Candy was doing the
funniest. She was doing so good
job, and then
she was good, and then she lost.
It's like Candy's a stone. You made Candy Break. Yeah, I was eating Jimbo up with a spoon for that.
Yeah, that was
just
hilarious.
Too ridiculous.
And then Kahana got right up Heidi's nose over what happened. I thought Heidi was completely doing everything that she could to make for a good snatch game.
Absolutely, Heidi was throwing no one under the bus.
I think Kahana was just mad that she sucks.
If anything, I thought Heidi was helping her by trying to include her and make sure.
Yeah, when she tried to hand her a map. Here, maybe find your point.
It's like it's not my fault that you don't have some funny comeback, and you can't expect the other queens to, dampen their lights to make you look better.
No, it's not their job. Yeah. They're all trying to do the same friggin' thing.
I thought Kahana was just mad that she didn't do well, and she needed to lash out at someone, and Heidi was the closest one.
Heidi. I'm glad that Kahana was there because I think it was a good opportunity for her to reintroduce herself because she really needed to.
And she really did. I went back and looked at some of her roles. So she really had a, work.
She was not. She didn't need any of the work she got done. But she looks great. She looks great. Yeah.
Just ignoring the fillers and the teeth and the la. Just her makeup and her outfits, all of that. Just
without that bum on her, she still has that body. Gorgeous girl.
But now she can sit down.
She's like, her hips don't hurt when she sits.
Otherwise, she slid right off the chair.
Who else was? I thought James had a good showing too because even though James was the pork chop on her season, she was on for 2 episodes.
She was on for 2 episodes, and I kind of like James.
Yeah, I do.
But there was also something a bit on those 2 episodes. I was like, I want to see more, but I don't know if I want to see more. And then I saw her
on drugs or something. Like he wasn't himself somehow. It was weird.
But then I saw her on the Bitch Who Stole Christmas.
So funny.
And she was so funny. And then I was so excited to see her on this season.
Such a good job.
Please don't go home. First episode.
Yeah.
I'd be terribly upset.
Yeah, no, I thought she did such a good job.
I was very excited to see more of James. I enjoy me some James Mansfield.
Yeah. I'm sorry that Alexis Michelle came back. I'm also sorry that she wasn't able to redeem herself. I just find her very obsequious, and if it doesn't affect her, then she's not paying attention to it.
I just can't tell if that's her personality.
Every time she says "my sisters," my all-star sisters, like.
I think it's just her.
I'm assuming
it's just her, and it's just a matter of oil and water. I just don't mesh with that energy. But there's also part of me that it just comes across as insincere.
You know who else doesn't like Alexis Michelle?
Everyone.
Bianca Del Rio. Did you watch any of her pit stop? Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, she.
I feel like Bianca.
Almost every time. You should watch them. They are so funny. I didn't watch a lot of them this year because she had people on I didn't want to see her talking to. But oh my goodness.
That Simpsons episode where Lisa finds the bully pheromone, the pheromone that makes them want to bully people. Yeah. I feel like Alexis Michelle is putting a bit of that off, and that is what's causing my feelings towards her.
I'm sure she's a lovely person. I'm sure she is a joy to have over for a meal. I bet you she's a kind and gentle lover.
She's a kind and gentle lover, but I bet she cries. I bet she cries during, after, and maybe a little bit before.
Well, to lead in, please. Please.
Be gentle with me.
I fell off my bike
today. Yeah, I don't think it's Alexis's fault that I feel this way about Alexis.
I think it is. I think she works very hard.
I don't know. Like, if that is her, then that's fine. But if that isn't her, then...
Yikes in a way.
The theater queens. Yeah. Gotta watch out for them.
The nice thing, though, is that at least with somebody like Alexis Michelle on the cast, you can be as bad as you want. No one's going to care. Because there's always going to be one queen they hate more.
Yeah. Are we talking about Darian Lake already?
Oh, Darian Lake. Can we talk about Darian Lake and Mrs. Kasha Davis for just one moment? I felt like both of these queens went on All Stars and didn't buy one new outfit. Now, I am not here to tell you need to.
No.
But when you know that almost every talentless bedroom queen who's on Drag Race is going to whip out a wardrobe, a $10,000 wardrobe, you have to make some effort. And we're talking All-Stars. Not only do these queens have those things already, but they've made a few dollars and have a few extra things made up. They've also built up relationships as winners and that with designers.
Unless you're an amazing seamstress and you can make a lot of your stuff on your own, you got to spend
But they both looked like they had old costumes. Like, their costumes looked dusty to me.
Yeah, a lot of Darian, like when she did the Billie Eilish thing.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, that would be fun if I'm at a bar show and you're coming on, you're doing Billie Eilish.
If it tore away, if the whole thing tore away to something fabulous underneath. But that's not enough. And
t-shirt.
No, her and Mrs. Kasha Davis, there were a couple of outfits that they wore that just were like...
I was excited to see some more Mrs. Kasha Davis.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to seeing her.
I really like her energy.
And now she's sober, so it's an interesting thing to see, like, really who she is.
Yeah, it was fun. And then one day she'll find her neck, and it'll all come together.
She will never find that neck. Darian Lake looked great. She lost all that weight. I'm just sorry I don't like her. I find her very, I don't know, she seemed very kowtowed this season too, like she was out of her league. Like she seemed to be out of her league and she knew it.
She seemed to be a little, she would alternate between apologetic and also, well, I deserve to, like, I deserve more than this.
Yeah, but she didn't want to piss anyone off to kick her out. Yeah.
Well, it worked for a while.
And,
or unless they just kept her around because they're like, well, we don't have to worry about this one.
You know who else disappointed me this season? Monica Beverly Hills. And the reason being is she was so upset when she was in the bottom that first episode. And yet, when she came out on that runway, she couldn't have looked more bored. Like, she looked like she had no interest in being
She looked like she felt like she was out of her league.
Yeah. And then, when she came back for the All-Star, for the talent show,
I thought she was going to crank it up.
She stepped out like, I thought, oh, here it comes. She looked like she had something to say. And she ended up sitting down almost immediately and doing nothing again.
It's very confusing.
So I was very disappointed with Monica. She should have made more of an effort, I think, for somebody who said, this is all I do. It's like, well, you're not very good at it.
Well, I felt badly for her for going home first. And then when she came back, I was like, okay, yeah, that's why you went home first. Yeah. TV is different. It's a very different beast. It doesn't matter how good you are at drag.
It doesn't mean she's a bad queen at all. It just means
very different animal.
It didn't work for her.
Yeah, if you're not good at making TV, you're not good at making TV. Yeah. These are very different skill sets.
Yeah, yeah. And competitions, too. Especially game show competitions. They don't want to find the best. It's not about that.
No, it's about making a TV show.
It's about 12 episodes that make people watch them and buy whatever they're advertising. And And I hate that it's that callous, but that is it. I mean, have you seen RuPaul's tour of her home on YouTube? She didn't care about nobody. She goes home to that beautiful mansion and forgets everything.
Rolls in a pile of money.
Yeah, they didn't show everyone the money rolling room. The money room. The money rolling room.
I would get one of those money machines, like just to blow money at me, just so I could go in and stuff it. Stuff it down my top.
Room.
Oh.
You all right? Get those titties up. Get them up.
Get them up. Get them in.
So I feel all in all that All Stars 8 was fun. I enjoyed it. It was better than All Stars 1 and 2.
I fell in love with Jessica Wilde.
Yes.
And she was one of the ones that was like, who is that?
I wish that she had done
better.
I love
a little Puerto Rican Ray Romano.
Yeah, but I also...
Ray Romano. Every time
everybody loves Jessica Wilde.
Everyone loves Jessica Wilde. I was like, that's what Ray Romano could have looked like if he'd made some better
eyebrow choices. But the other thing was, I wish that she had done better because I wanted her to. But I think she did as well as she did. I think she did as well as she did.
She did a great job. I don't think Jessica has anything...
Lala did a great job.
Lala, I was there for the Lala.
Although I think Lala should have won the musical. I
thought she did too.
I thought her Joan Rivers thing was so with the slapping, so funny.
Yeah, I thought Lala Ree should have made it a little further than she did. I was there for the Lala Ree experience,
which we still got.
We still got
just
it.
not.
We still got it. I'm
just not the one we were hoping for.
I'm just greedy. I just wanted more.
We wanted the
greedy little pig.
We wanted the upsize.
Yeah.
What do you call that? Well, they don't do that anymore. They used to do that at McDonald's.
What?
Can you upsize that to a large fry, extra large fry?
Yeah, someone made a whole documentary and then they got sad.
Yeah, because people were getting fatter.
Like, what? People are getting fat? And now...
Oh, because they can't say no? Oh, to French fries?
People are still getting fat.
But now they're not making documentaries.
No. It's the same food.
I miss French fries.
Do you?
I miss potato chips, too.
I love chips. Maybe I'll go with some chips in your memory. I mean, in your honor.
Do you want my Eaton shirt? I don't wear it anymore.
Well, it looks like you do. I mean, what? That didn't come out. No, that came out exactly the way it should have.
Wow. Well, there we go.
Are we going to talk about the winners?
Oh, yeah, didn't we? I thought we did.
Kind of a little bit. Should we?
Okay, so it came down to Candy Muse and Jimbo for season 8.
Yeah.
Candy Muse within her grasp yet again, which makes me laugh every time she says, I almost won last time. It's like, you didn't.
You didn't.
You did not. You were just in the top 3. You didn't almost
You were close.
You weren't going to win.
Close on the counts and horseshoes and hand grenades.
I feel, though, she was closer to winning All-Stars 8. It's just that I don't think anyone expected Jimbo to throw it down like that.
No, Jimbo threw it down.
It was such a surprise.
Stumbled.
Such a surprise.
Yeah.
First of all, the money and time he spent on that wardrobe. The netball.
Just the thought. I mean, money, yes, but just the thought that went in.
The big bum outfit.
The big bum outfit. The Adam and Eve outfit. Like, just...
Coming out as Adam, and I thought that was him facing. When he turned around, it kind of hurt my head a little. There was a moment where my brain kind of went,
I mean, there's part of me that's like, okay, Candy's gonna... I mean, Candy's good, but Candy's just a good... She's a good, solid queen.
Candy's a great personality.
She's a good personality. She's a good, solid queen.
I don't think she's lacking any talent where lip syncing is concerned, but I don't know what Candy's talent is.
She's not standing out like, I wouldn't be like, oh, Candy Muse does blah, blah, blah.
This is what
Candy's known for.
She's had some luck with the roasts, but she doesn't
really...
follow that up to make it a skill yet.
No, you couldn't get the same energy from Candy no matter what's going on, and it's a fun energy.
Yeah, you're not wasting your money when you hire Candy Muse, but
and I'm not just saying that because I don't want her to shift me the next time she sees me.
Oh, it's too late.
I love a little Candy energy.
She don't like you.
I love it.
She
so what if half of your outfits were just
said no more for you?
Bodysuits with things on them, and people pretended not to notice. So what? So what? It's fine.
Yeah. Well,
flare it out the bottom and call it a dress. It's still just a bodysuit. These are things that Wilma wrote down for me to say about Candy. Okay, what else did you want me to say? I'm not saying that. That's so rude. Oh, she did not look like that. How big was it? I'm not saying any of these things, Wilma. Okay, Candy, if you have any complaints, take it over. Candy's too busy to watch this.
She's not watching you.
No.
She just watches my show when you're not on it.
What? I'm old because I still do.
Old or stupid?
This for call me? Oh no, you can tell I'm stupid just by looking at my face.
Well, that's how you paint it.
You told me I was pretty princess.
Actually, I painted it. Let's just be fair.
Honest.
Well, okay, so Candy and Jimbo and Jimbo won, and it was down to the lip sync. Now, the one thing was that the lip sync that they had to do.
Yeah.
I was just surprised. I didn't expect. I don't know. I thought it felt to me like on some level I was expecting Jimbo to throw down a hard lip sync at the end, like lull everyone into a false sense of security. Like, she wins stuff, but she doesn't win lip syncing.
Yeah.
And then I thought she was going to kill it, and she didn't. But I don't know. I have to say,
I thought unless Jimbo literally took a big steaming steamer
right
on
there
stage,
on the judges' table,
then it was hers to lose.
Yeah.
Hers to
and
lose.
I'll tell you, I watched her live reaction at Roscoe's or whatever. She was so genuinely
good,
thrilled to win. Like she was touched. She was grateful. She was emotional. Like I was really impressed. Like I thought, oh, I'm really happy you won now. Like it really seemed to affect her that she really meant something.
In the Tic Tac chat, like she was talking about how great it would. Like not talking about herself so much about what it would mean. And I think Jimbo is a great ambassador. I mean, if you can make me forget about your circus boobs,
circus boobs,
and not have it be a distraction the whole time. Like, the boobs they're not my focus because everything else is going on is so much fun, and the boobs are just gilding the lily.
And it's so funny. I don't know if it was overexposure to those huge bodacious tatas or what, but I just started to just get used to them. It was just Jimbo. It didn't even bother me because breastplates bother me on most people. Didn't bother me. Also, I thought James had great breastplates this season.
Great. Great. Like drunk? Great.
Yeah. But all in all, I thought it was an excellent season. The fact that Lala Ree did end up winning the Fame game, that's nice, 60 grand for Ms. Lala. And she won a challenge and a lip sync, so she has 8,000 in there somewhere.
She's fantastic.
An extra 8.
She was Beyonce in the lip sync.
She's great.
Untouchable.
Yeah. And
I like the Lala Ree experience. And she was so gracious to being creepily stalked by Alexis the entire season.
So gracious about
very
it.
Gracious.
Especially after when they came back and she's sitting there after Alexis kicked her out and Alexis is apologizing and then Alexis hit on her again. It's like, ooh. Girl. That's a lot of nerve you got, Alexis.
It's a lot of nerve for that hairline and that attitude. Girl. Mrs. Kasha Davis went in on that hair.
Oh, good for her.
That made me love her a lot.
Yeah.
That made me love her a
lot.
Well
done. But there you go. All-Stars 8. We've got All-Stars 9 is apparently filming right now.
Oh, so we're not in it?
No.
We're not on it?
No.
We weren't invited?
So it's not going to be good. This is the end.
So we're not All-Stars.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
But they have rumored in the cast
yes.
to have...
You can't see my pretty earrings.
Just give me a second here. I'm trying to think who's in the cast. I don't want to say because I'll probably be wrong. I don't really know anybody. Like I know some people. They mentioned a couple of people, and I was like, oh, not that they're bad or anything, but it's that all-star. It's like really them all-star.
Yeah, it's weird saying that if you go home first or second, you're an all-star. Whatever.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that someday they do a pork chop all-stars. Apparently, they're doing a global all-stars next. We'll just see what Drag Race can do to reinvent themselves in any way that might either re-spark interest in the franchise or
are people losing interest?
Reinvent their wheel. I don't think people are. It's been on so long now that the people that are stopped watching it are the older people, and the younger people are all still coming in. They're still getting new people every season.
The straight boys are still watching it. The number of straight girls who thank me for introducing their men to Drag Race is lovely.
Yeah,
it's lovely.
Yeah.
Gives me something to talk about in the car with the straight boy comics instead of sports.
Well, next up on Drag Race, we've got a Down Under, and then we've got Canada's Drag Races coming. I think that you should co-host that with me.
All right.
If you can. You're very famous and busy, but we'll try and get Wilhelmina in for all of that.
I was just in Yellowknife. I'm not bragging if it sounds like it. I'm not. It's pretty fabulous. Me and Tynomi Banks. Gorgeous.
Poor Tynomi Banks. So she has to be somewhere.
She was stunning.
She is. I like Tynomi. I remember when she started doing drag.
Really?
I do.
You remember when I started doing drag?
It was last week, right over there.
Yeah. Right in the corner.
It was actually 8 hours ago today, right over there. She started doing drag.
It's longer than 8 hours.
You'd think after all that work she'd be prettier.
I know. Oh. This is just my Lee press-on face.
Yeah. Yeah, I can only show her how to use the makeup. I can't make it work wonders on her.
No, and the brushes, I just stab myself in the eye.
Yeah, and this is what you get.
That's what you get.
But you look good this week.
Thanks. Can't see my earrings, though.
Look at the highlighter on your cheeks.
Ah! Ah!
And what was the big lesson we learned this week?
Put your nails on last. Put them on last. The very last thing you do. Make sure you've gone for a pee. Make sure you don't need to do anything with your hands.
Yeah, I actually watched her put... Now, keep this in mind.
She let me do it.
I got changed. I put on my wig. I put on my jewelry. And then I put my nails on. And then I watched her. And the first thing she did was put her nails on. And I said, oh, are you going to put your nails on before your wig? And she didn't even respond. She just kept doing it. I was like...
Mom.
It was awful.
It was awful. Yeah. It's traumatic.
I enjoyed it. It made me laugh. So, if we made you laugh, please give this video a thumbs up.
Give it a thumbs right up.
And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that too, because it helps with the algorithm, and I get more hits or pushes, or I don't know what they do. And while you're down there, I have links to support the Fingerdoo review by leaving a tip or do, buying your Wilma merch from my Redbubble store, or joining the Fingerdoo family on Patreon. We are all there. We meet twice a month to do a live chat. I also do a live chat once a month here on YouTube, so subscribe, and you won't miss anything that's upcoming. And until next time, miss me! Miss me! Mwah! You don't have to miss me. Did you miss me? I never miss you.